Welcome all of you in my YouTube channel. After the DDL commands, today we will discuss about the DML commands. The abbreviation of DML commands is the data manipulation language. DML commands or the DML category of SQL commands support these three type of basic commands, which are insert into, update and delete. Delete specific record is not a separate command, it is the same delete command, but here we will write some conditions to remove the specific record. So let's begin it. The insert into command, look at here, the insert into syntax is insert into table name, column 1, column 2, column 3 up to column n we can pass. After that values, then value of the first column, value of the second column, value of the third column. Similarly, all the values you will pass. It is not the compulsion all the time to pass the column name here after the table name. We can start it as the insert into table name, values, value 1, value 2, value 3. Okay. Now here is the example. Insert into EMP. EMP is the table name. EMP ID, EMP name, phone number, job, grade, com or gross. These all are the column names. Values, their values are entered here, or have been run or have been executed the same query without the column names. Now after discussion of the insert into command, I am opening MySQL, and here we will enter values in the pre-built table, or okay, I will create a new table, and after that I will perform the insertion in that new table. So I am entering my password. You will also enter the password as you guys passed in the root account. Here I do not know which database I need to use, or I didn't remember the name of database, so I will write show data bases command. It will display all the databases here. Now employee database, so the use command we will use employee. Look at here, the database change message displayed by MySQL. Now I want to know how many tables are here, so I will write show tables here. So I am having 5 tables here, but I am going to create a new one. So for create table, we will use the DDL create command as we discussed in our previous video. Create table. This time I am taking the table name as data, and my table will contain ID. I am taking it as int, name as varchar, and email. Email I am taking as text. If you are not getting why I am taking text, varchar and int, so watch my previous videos in which I have been discussed about the data types in MySQL. Look at here, query OK. It means the database table have been created. Now we need to check the table is created or not. So what we can do, now we can describe the table. So when I will describe it, it will display the general structure or the structure of the table inside the database. Describe space table name. Look at here, it is displaying there are 3 columns, their data types and all these details. So let's begin the insertion. For insertion, I want to pass the insert into query. So insert into space table name. Table name is data. After that, column name. My first column name is ID, comma, name, comma, email, and braces close. Now write the values keyword, and after that enter the values according to the column name, according to the same sequence as we were passed it after the table name. So as I have been passed the ID as the first column, so I am passing my ID 01 01 because it is an integer type of column. Next is name. So name we will pass in between the single quotes except the numeric values like integer, float, numeric. Except the numeric values, all the values in MySQL should be passed in between the single quotes. As I am passing the name Ram Singh. Okay. Now when I want to pass the email ID of Ram Singh, then again the mail ID's data type is text. So that is why we will pass it again inside the single quotes. Ram Singh @gmail.com, and after the query should be put the termination. Hit enter. Look at here, the query run successfully. It means the data have been stored inside the table. So let's check how, the data is stored there or not. So select asterisk from table name. The select query is the type of DQL command, data query language. We will study it in our future videos. But now I'm using and I'm telling you the use of select command because here we want to display the data which we were saving in the table. So select asterisk from table name. The table name is data and hit termination. After that hit enter. Look at here, the detail which we were saved, it is here inside the table. Now I'm going to insert the data without the column names. Means now I am going to insert into data values. I have been removed the column names. This time I am taking the ID as 2. At the place of Ram Singh I am taking Ramesh Singh, and mail ID is rameshsingh@gmail.com. Now hit enter. Again this row also inserted. Select the data. Look at here, in the table we are having two different rows. First is for Ram Singh and second one is for Ramesh Singh. So we can say both the queries will work similar, but there are certain cases when we need to pass the column names along with the data. Okay, we will discuss it in future. Now after the insert command, the next type of command is update SQL command. So why it is required? The reason is whenever we want to enter data inside the table, and sometimes it happen we can enter the wrong data there inside the table, but the option which the SQL is providing to us, we can make changes in the data whatever we have been stored inside the table. So look at here, I am running the update query. The structure is update, table name, set is the keyword, column name equals to new value, where, and conditions. We will talk about the conditions afterwards. But right now I'm going to update the value inside the data table. So look at here, update, table name is data, update data. After that we want to use the set keyword, then the column whose value we want to update. Suppose I want to update the email IDs. So here we will pass email is equals to the new value of email ID which we want to update inside the table. So look at here, I am passing right now sumit@gmail.com and termination. So look at here, it displayed, MySQL displayed it as 2 rows matched, changed to. As we have not passed any condition here, so that is why it updated all the values inside the column. Okay, the update command updated all the values available inside the column. So as we were having 2 records, okay, so now the email IDs are updated. Now if we want to update it person wise, suppose मुझे सिर्फ राम सिंह की ही मेल आईडी चेंज करनी है, then what we need to do at that time, we will pass the condition with the update command. Look at here how we will pass the condition. The same command we will I will run, the same update command I will run, and with the update command we will use where clause for the condition. Where, after the where I am passing ID is equals to 1. So this time it will replace the, or it will update the value of that record only whose ID is 1. Okay, I am passing again Ram Singh @gmail.com. okay, so I want to update the email column. Look at here, I want to update in data table, set email column as ramsingh@gmail.com where ID is equals to 1. So now what will happen? In the previous query we were not applied any type of condition, so that is why the MySQL updated the whole columns record or all the records available inside the column. But now as we were passed the condition, so the MySQL will change only the record stored, or only the record in which it will get the ID's value is 1. Let's check it. After termination, hit enter. Look at here, previously it were messaging as 2 rows matched and changed. Right now it is displaying only 1 row matched and changed, because this one ID appears only in the one record. So let's select the data. Look at here, right now the email IDs are changed. Okay, the next command of DML is the delete command. Let's run this command again. The structure of delete command is delete from table name. It will remove the whole data, and again as we were passed the where clause with the update command, if we pass the where clause with delete, so it will delete the specific data only. Now look at here, I am going to run it on MySQL. So first of all I am inserting one more record. His ID is 3. His name is Rahul Singh. Mail ID is rahul@gmail.com, and that's it. One row entered. Now look at here. Total we are having 3 rows here inside the table. Now if I will write delete from table name, the first query, look at here, the general structure, delete from table name. If I will write the delete from table name only, then what will happen? The whole records or all the records from the table will remove. Delete from data. Hit enter. Look at here, it is displaying query OK, 3 rows affected. Now if I will select the data from the table, so look at here, what will be the output? It is displaying the empty set because I have been removed the whole data from the table. Now after the deletion of all the values from the table, look at here. Right now in this table data, we are not having any value because we have been performed the delete operation there in the table. So for the deletion with condition, I need to enter the value here again. So let's insert it again. Insert into data values. Now ID is one I am taking first of all. Name is Ram Singh and email ID is ramsingh@gmail.com. Termination, wait a minute, I hadn't closed the single quote. So the var date, except the numeric type of values, all the values should be in between the single quotes. Query performed. Now again I am going to select the data from data table. Look at here, this data is available inside the table now. Again I am entering one more record here. Ramesh Singh this time. His ID is 2. So look at here, we are having 2 different data items inside the data table. Now if we will run the delete from data, if we will run delete from data, then all the data items from the table deleted. So to delete the specific data, we need to again apply the where clause here. Where clause is used to perform the condition, and here I am checking the ID is equals to 2. So now what will happen? It will remove, the MySQL will remove or delete the data only from that row whose ID is equals to 2. And hit enter. Now again I am selecting the data. Look at here, ID 2's data have been removed. Okay, so that's all for the DML commands. Thank you all of you. Thanks for watching the video, and in the next class I will continue with the DDL truncate command which I have been left. Thank you.